I'm going to announce things. First of all, we're going to start with our 3 extra trophies, and then we're going to announce third, followed by second. Of course, that will basically lead into the winner at that point. We'll do 4-wheel drive first, then followed by second. However, what we'd actually like to start with at this point, we have a couple awards that we like to give out at each event. Sort of, there's a lot of honorable mentions, I should say. We had some really cool stuff happening this event. So all the way from Mike on the Harley. We had Jared brought his Pikes Peak Camaro out. Come on, can I call it a brodozer? That truck was awesome. But give it up. Where's Brian driving that? So huge thanks to everybody that came out. It was really cool seeing so many different cars and trucks and everything thrown together on the same track. So I'm really grateful you guys all brought those vehicles out. Thank you so much. Also, I should clarify that Fridays, I'm not actually conceited enough to name an event after myself. This actually started out as, where's Danny? Where's my wife? All right, well, she's gone. But this actually started out as our wedding reception and sort of evolved into this event.
Wedding reception ever.
Yeah. So thank you for an awesome wedding reception. But anyway, that's what we initially called it as. It was just going to be for friends and family. We're going to have a bunch of different stuff out here, and it was like, man, this sounds awesome. We should just have everybody. So it turned into something a little crazier than it was planned to be. So please forgive me for of having my name on the trophy. That feels weird to me. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know the story behind it. So this is just like my life. She does all the work. I take all the credit.
Only because she's right there, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Right there. So I just took all your credit. That's my wife down there. That's yeah. Anyway, so here's what we're going to start out with today. First of all, one of my personal favorite trophies here, our most improved trophy. This is basically for the person that comes out and improves the most. Let's be honest about it. But in reality, we don't go just by time. We also, in this case, actually, the time did correspond with this award. But we really go by someone that comes out, might be like a early event or a first event, and how much they improved, and just to see their confidence levels or how much they pushed the vehicle, and honestly how much they have fun with it too. So, this year, our 2016 Most Improved Award is going to go to Brooke in the Civic SI. Where are you, Brooke? That's a GoPro. Don't look at that one. Yeah. All right. Oh yes. All right. Thank God Paul's here. All right. Sweet. All right. Cool. So our Hard Luck Award. We didn't have a whole lot of issues with cars today, did we? Did anybody have an issue with their car? Your what?
My clutch is
Your clutch is toast. 2 axle shafts. All right. So overall, though, pretty clean day. Sorry about the we like to give the Hard Luck Award. Generally goes to the person that had a major breakdown, or one time it's been the guy that had 3 trailer tires punctured during a construction zone and still made it here. So it goes to the person that did whatever they could to be here to run. This year it's going to go to Kevin in the RBMW because he broke 2 axle shafts and only got 1 timed run. So where's Kevin? He took off, but it goes to Kevin anyway.
Oh yeah.
You can, I will make sure that gets to him. Anyway, so yeah, we'll make sure that gets to Kevin. And we'll post that online and make sure he feels guilty about leaving us. But I can't say anything because we're half an hour late. Anyway, moving on. In third place, we like to, or not in third place, I'm sorry, our Hardest Charger Award. This is the person that really is just getting it out there, right? Going nuts, pushing the car really hard, or the vehicle really hard, whatever it may be, truck, car, whatever, party barge. Anyway, you're out there, you're pushing, you're having fun, you're being safe, you're not being, an idiot, but you're really just kind of showing everybody else how this is done, basically. This year we did have so many different vehicles out here. It was actually a really tough choice. Like I said, we had Brian in the truck out there just throwing that huge thing around. That was so awesome to watch. You're all over live stream, by the way. People love that. And then, you know, of course, we had everywhere from like Subarus, Evos, down to rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drives. We had so many different ones that I really wanted to give this one to. But I gotta admit, doing an autocross doing a drag followed by an autocross and a gymkhana on a Harley is pretty badass. So, yeah, there you go. You take that. I'm not taking credit for it. Sweet. That was awesome. Yeah. Thank you for coming out. I don't know if you guys didn't get a chance to see it. Down in the autocross section, he was fully leaned over, like damn near dragging a knee. So it was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Every time when he went by the wall, I heard him screaming.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
It was pretty nuts. I've never seen a Harley ridden like that except for Rob Carpenter, the stunt guy. But he's got his does not look chrome and fancy paint. So I gotta give it up for you out there, Mike. That was killer. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna start out with our let's see, all-wheel drive. We're going to start out with third place, all-wheel drive. I only unfortunately have car numbers at this point. Who drove number 406? By the way, stole my number. Get up here. I wasn't competing, so you're allowed. Spencer.
It's kind of easy to take care of. There's only 4 people.
Yeah, you know what? You first, you last, right? Yeah. Actually, I will. I'll get you to talk to me later. I'll get you to touch them. I can't guarantee they're going to do anything, but I'll have you talk to them. Yeah, that'd be sweet. You know what? We should swap shirts later. We'll take that same picture. All right. Oh, by the way, for you guys that don't know, totally unrelated. Clutch Masters has a facility in Missoula. So if you like supporting Montana businesses, be aware that they have a facility in Missoula. They're awesome. Second place. Who's in car 117? Yeah! All right. Well, you definitely weren't baby in it. Oh, yeah, no, you guys drove the snot out of those things. I'm going to get slightly more handy with every time. Yeah. Nice job, man. And the coveted first place award, it actually has 2 layers on the trophy. Yeah, ooh, it's super fancy. And it has a little Yellowstone Drag Strip logo on it. It's fancy. You guys probably know him as the only one out here driving a right-hand drive car. Jeremy, get up here. I will. I'm going to get a little bit more hammy on every single song. All right, so basically one of the reasons Jeremy did so well, that dial-in time really came into play. Just so you guys are aware, Spencer number 406, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna be blunt about it. Your dial-ins were way off. You were actually way faster than you thought you were gonna be, which is a good thing. But yeah.
My brakes was just burned the clutch all the way.
Yeah. So you had. I get it. You took a low number. I get it. Yeah. But anyway. You still came in third with a 25-second penalty on your dial. So he was doing pretty well. I had to point that out because that's pretty impressive. But that being 25 seconds. So we have all this, by the way. We will post this all up online for you guys to take a look at. That being said, anyway, Jeremy got his dial in pretty much right on the nose, and that really, really helped. Sorry, moving along. That's Kevin. That's not mine. Moving along, let's go to third place in two-wheel drive. You guys all know this gentleman here. Has been out, a big staunch supporter of the car scene here in Billings and in Montana, and has been out here quite a few times. Where's Adam? 8RX.
Good job, man.
By the way, I need to point out that we did all the times down to the 10th of a second, and we had to go back and separate second and third place because they were tied to a 10th, so we had to go to the hundredths. So you guys were literally off by 0.04 of a second, so missed it by that much. Who's number 4? That would be Andy, right? Get up here, Andy. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me give you this. Bam. Get up here, man. That's ridiculous. That, I swear to God, was not planned. That's awesome. So basically, and I'm just gonna I am gonna leave this up here. Please don't take it, because I want to take this and I want to get make sure this gets up online. But here's basically how we did this. So same thing we did this morning. We talked about a 5-second penalty for